make sure if I didn't hand you one when you came in, make sure you grab one you're going out. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes festivals so fun. Stuff like this that you don't get when you just go to a normal theater. And you know what else you don't get when you go to a normal theater? People flying in from Spain. Yeah. So, please put your hands together for the director of Samuel, Hollywood versus Hollywood, who flew in all the way from Spain. Come on up. So, we are very fortunate to have 3 of Samuel's children with us tonight. But first, would you like to introduce yourself and then introduce the family?
My name is Andrea Bronston. This is Philip Bronston. That is Bill Bronston. And this is our wonderful director, Juan Antonio Tirado.
Oh, excellent.
One of the 2 directors, because there's another director who couldn't come, who is Jose Cabanach.
Nice. All right. So, which 2 of the children was this the first time seeing this?
This is my first time ever seeing the show.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Well, first of all, I can't even begin to thank Juan Antonio enough. I mean, this is a monumental and very emotional and romantic storytelling, and it was very difficult for me to watch it. It was very difficult because, you know, I didn't really know my dad until I was in my 40s. He didn't really raise us. I was raised by my mother and stayed in the United States, went to school, went to college there, went to medical school there, did my internship there, and my psych residency. Subsequently, I would go visit him every once in a while. And it wasn't until he began to decline that I had to try and sustain him in some way. The storytelling, I mean, the monumentality of what it took for Juan Antonio to assemble all of these people, all elders now. And then when you see the stunning, stunning monumentality of the work that was done in Spain, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. All those are real people, real horses, real pots, real costumes, real swords, all real. Every single thing was real. The whole Spanish economy was transformed by this operation. The politics of Europe were transformed by this operation. I don't know whether my dad intended the outcome, because he was interested in making films. He was interested in his vision. But the consequence to thousands and thousands and thousands of people of this new economy that exploded in Spain that you saw in this movie was really, really extraordinary. I'm having trouble, you know, kind of talking about this because it was very moving for me. The children, my brother and sister here, were pretty little during this time. I was married already. I was a doctor already, and I had to, at the other end of the arc, take care of my dad when he essentially had very significant dementia, and I brought him home to Sacramento to take care of him, a block away from where I lived in a nursing facility, which I hate. Not that nursing facility, all nursing facilities. We don't belong at the end of our lives in segregated, congregated institutions. And they killed him. I had to go away for a couple of days to speak, because that's what I do. I'm an organizer. And when I came back, he had bilateral pneumonia from aspiration, because I was essentially feeding him during the last days of his life. And when I had to leave, the staff at the institution essentially allowed him to aspirate. And it was very difficult. It was very difficult for him to die. Very difficult for him to die. I loved him. I can't begin to tell you how much I loved him. He was really a magical person, and you know, it was really extraordinary, really extraordinary.